She's fantastic. I knew she'd be a star.
She could be great. She could be a major star.
She is a star, George.
The biggest star in the universe right now as we speak.
A couple of weeks into the new year, what do you hope will happen not only in 1984, but for the rest of your professional life? What are your dreams? What's left?
To rule the world.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Madonna.
And ruled the world she has, and continues to over 35 years into her career. Madonna Louise Veronica Ciccone is the most successful female artist in history by such a huge margin that it would be nearly impossible to top. With over 300 million records sold, Madonna is the top-selling female artist of all time. She is tied with Michael Jackson as the third highest-selling artist in the world, behind only the Beatles and Elvis, both of whom had multi-decade head starts. It's not just her record sales that have made her the queen of pop. Madonna also holds the record for the most Billboard #1 hits ever, with an astounding 46 number ones. Her first Billboard #1 was in 1983 when Holiday hit the dance charts. Her most recent #1 was her latest single, 2015's Bitch, I'm Madonna, an incredible 33 years after her debut. Her fashion sense led to the creation of the term wannabe, which is still used today. The sales of an article of clothing she would wear would instantly skyrocket, setting trends across the globe. She has graced the cover of nearly every magazine in the world multiple times over. In fact, she is the most photographed woman on the planet. Madonna helped define what a music video is, helping to turn MTV into an international powerhouse. The release of each new video was a global event, blending social commentary, striking visuals, and beautiful cinematography. Madonna had everyone around the world talking with each new video. From tackling topics that were taboo at the time, such as AIDS, teenage pregnancy, homosexuality, and interracial love affairs, Madonna didn't care about the consequences. And the outrage from her detractors only added to her success.
Oh my God, I'm hardly sorry.
Her performances have set the bar for what a concert could be, marrying music, dancing, and theater to sell out stadiums around the world. She holds the #1, #2, and #4 highest grossing solo tours of all time. Her Super Bowl performance in 2012 was not only the most watched halftime performance in history, but it got more viewers than the game itself. As a businesswoman, Madonna blazed a trail for women in music. After the massive success of her first few albums, she demanded a better royalty rate, and she got it. In fact, the deal was so big that it was tied with Michael Jackson's 1991 Sony deal as the biggest record deal in history. In 1992, she went even further by forming her own record label, Maverick Records, simultaneously becoming the first female CEO of a record label. Maverick not only released Madonna's projects, but went on to discover and sign such acts as Alanis Morissette, The Prodigy, and Muse. In 2007, at 50 years old, she signed a $120 million deal with Live Nation for 3 albums and 3 tours. It still stands as the biggest music deal in history. Madonna, as a mogul, has also partnered with brands to release numerous products, including a skincare line, a chain of fitness centers, and multiple successful clothing lines. Each one has been incredibly successful. Madonna starred in numerous movies with varying success, from comedies like Who's That Girl and Desperately Seeking Susan, to the critically acclaimed smash musical Evita, which actually caused a resurgence in movie musicals that still continues to this day. As an author, Madonna released a risque coffee table book titled Sex in 1992. It sold over 1 million copies in its first week in print and immediately shot to the top of the New York Times bestseller list. To this day, it remains the most successful coffee table book in history. In 2003, she released the first in a series of children's picture books, The English Roses, which went on to hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list. The sequel repeated the feat. She has been tirelessly dedicated to multiple philanthropic efforts, including AIDS, cancer, and climate change. She has given and raised hundreds of millions of dollars to the causes. Madonna created the mold for what it means to be a pop star, and then she broke that mold over and over and over again. From her carefully controlled image to her carefully controlled career, of which she leads the charge, to her tireless work ethic and her refusal to play the game of the boys' club music business, Madonna blazes her own trail. At 60, more fiery and creative than ever, it is completely up to her as to what happens next. Whatever it is, without question, the world will be watching every move.